Hey everyone, my name is Ron Verpin. I'm a full-time medical doctor. I've been a home bartender for over 5 years. And during that time, I learned how to make over 100 different cocktails and I've thrown over 50 cocktail parties. Now I teach other busy professionals how to make cocktails at home. And this is the only video you need to watch if you want to learn how to make a martini at home. Now, martini is one of the most famous cocktails out there. If I asked you guys to name 10 or even just 5 cocktails, most of you would, I imagine most of you would say the martini. It's just that well known and that popular. And obviously, it has that association with James Bond, which has been a big part of popular culture for the last probably like 50 plus years, even. And it really helped popularize the martini with his famous saying, shaken, not stirred. Although in this video, I'm going to be doing the exact opposite. I'm going to be doing stirred, not shaken, which I believe is the correct way to make the martini. And this is a classic cocktail, meaning it's been around for a very long time. The exact origins are unclear, but I would say that based on my research, it started to get popular and well known at least in the early 1920s. And it was probably created even earlier than that. So this drink is at least 100 years old. And even today in the year 2025, it's still quite well known, which is a good indicator that, this is a recipe that's worth learning, especially if you're early on in your home bartending journey. It's not just a drink that you're going to be learning for this year, but the martini is a drink that you're probably going to be making in 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years from now. Somebody's going to come to your home bar and order a martini and you're going to be able to make it for them because of the recipe that you learned in this video here. So let's get into making the drink itself. It's going to call for just 3 ingredients, quite simple, straightforward recipe. Those ingredients are going to be gin, dry vermouth, and orange bitters. And for the exact brands I'm going to be using, these are all of my standard workhorses. This is the Beefeater gin, the quintessential workhorse gin, especially for home bartenders. This is Dolan. This is my workhorse company or brand for both dry vermouth and sweet vermouth. It's readily available and quite affordable, especially if you get it in a smaller size like this. And then finally, we have the orange bitters. There's quite a few brands out there. When I first started, I used Angostura orange bitters for quite some time. But here I have the Regans, and Fee Brothers is another common brand. So I would honestly recommend any of those 3 brands for the orange bitters. And the exact ratio is really the point of contention with the martini recipe. Honestly, the ratio of gin to dry vermouth has been highly variable. It goes from as low as 2 to 1 all the way to some insane ratios like 15 to 1 or even 30 to 1. My preferred recipe is going to be a 2 to 1 ratio of gin to dry vermouth, and that's easy to remember also in terms of the exact measurements because it's going to be 2 ounces of gin and then 1 ounce of dry vermouth, and then it's just going to call for a single dash of the orange bitters. And this is a drink that's going to be stirred, and it's going to be built directly into the glass. So let's go ahead and start. I like to start whenever there's bitters and you're building a stirred drink. I like to start with the bitters. So as I mentioned, it's going to be just 1 dash of the orange bitters. So you just hold it on the side and then essentially shake it into the glass like this. So that's 1 dash of orange bitters. Then it's going to call for 1 ounce of the dry vermouth here. And finally, 2 ounces of gin. After we have everything in there, then we can go ahead and add the ice. You can use multiple smaller cubes, but for these stirred drinks like this or the old-fashioned or the Negroni, I like to use 1 bigger cube instead. And just be careful, since you already have the liquid in there, make sure you drop it in slowly so you don't get any spillage. Like that. And then you take your stirring spoon. If you don't have this, you can also use a tablespoon or even a teaspoon. And just, you want to stir it down to temperature, which means that the edge of the glass is going to be cold. It's going to have some frost building up on it. And there's no exact time that you have to stir the drink or any exact amount of, rotations of the spoon, for example. It's just until you feel like you have enough dilution and you feel like the drink is cold enough. The main thing with a martini is that the most important thing in terms of the taste, besides using quality ingredients like I've done, is to make sure the drink is as cold as possible. say by now we're starting to get some chill on the edge of the glass. So I would say it's done. And the way I'm serving, it's going to be served on a rock anyway, so it's going to get colder and a little bit more diluted as it goes on. So there you have it, the classic gin martini. Cheers. And if you found that video helpful, please subscribe to the channel below. I'm mainly doing 2 types of videos on this channel. One is going to be like this video where I do a tutorial on a specific cocktail showing you guys exactly how to make that drink. It's essentially going to be like as if you came to my bar, this is how I would make it. So that's this type of video. And then the second type of video is where I share stories and give advice for my own home bartending journey over the past 5 years to help you guys get started. And if you're already more in your intermediate or advanced stages of home bartending, to help you become the best home bartenders that you can be. Thank you. Cheers.